This is the news from Trekzone. And you can get exclusive behind-the-scenes info and first-play access to all Trekzone podcasts by becoming a member today. Click join on every Trekzone video on YouTube. Go to the trek.zone/support or scan the QR code on screen throughout the show. Now, it's back to you, Matt.
Well, thank you very much, Ross. And a quick mention of Trekzone's socials. We're on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and your favourite podcast feed. Find us, like, follow, and subscribe. Leave comments and ratings, and that'll help us convince the algorithm we're worth it. It's the 34th week of 2021. Let's get the latest Star Trek production news. Two sci-fi heavyweights are joining the cast of Prodigy in an antagonistic fashion. Fringe's John Noble and Westworld's Jimmy Simpson, with the former assuming the role of the Diviner and Gwyn's dad. Noble is listed as a series regular. The Diviner will stop at nothing in his hunt for the USS Protostar, our new hero ship. While his motivation is shrouded in mystery, his body is failing him, and he created his progeny Gwyn to one day carry on his mission when she is ready for it. Jimmy Simpson is known for his starring role in Westworld. Also a series regular, Simpson is voicing Dreadnought, the Diviner's deadly robotic enforcer. He's heartless and cold, with the sole purpose of keeping the Diviner on task to ensure that the Protostar is found. Dreadnought is a friend to no one, including the Diviner's own daughter, Gwyn, and uses his menacing spider-like form to impose the Diviner's will. Sounding very, very cool. Cannot wait for Prodigy. For the second year in a row, Star Trek Day is coming on September 8. Will Wheaton and Micah Burton once again share hosting duties across the various panels. There'll also be a special panel featuring legacy moments about the history of Star Trek. Paramount Plus is also promising surprise appearances, announcements, and reveals throughout the event. Composer Jeff Russo will be at the helm of the Star Trek Day stage, with a live orchestra performing Star Trek music throughout the US evening. Plus, Star Trek United Gives, the social media campaign, will return, where $1 will be donated and divided equally by the Roddenberry Foundation and Viacom CBS to organisations who do real-world work championing equality, social justice, the arts, and innovation. Well, earlier this year, we saw the 79th and now final edition of the official Star Trek magazine from Titan Publishing. Now it becomes Star Trek Explorer, promising to be the #1 destination for everything Star Trek, as Trekkies ride a high wave of anticipation and excitement for the 5 shows heading our way. The premiere issue features a definitive guide to Captain Kirk, as well as exclusive interviews with Discovery stars Blue Del Barrio, Ian Alexander, and guest star David Cronenberg, along with co-showrunner Michelle Paradise. It'll be hitting newsstands on November 2nd, likely shortly before Season 4 of Discovery debuts. Subsequent issues of Star Trek Explorer will be released quarterly. Now, after wrapping up a record-breaking $1.2 million crowdfunding campaign earlier this year, the Voyager documentary team set up a new studio to shoot more interviews in June. At the Las Vegas panel a couple of weeks ago, producer-director Dave Zappone said the team was still deep in production, but have already completed a number of interviews. Those interviews include members of the cast, and they were done during the Star Trek cruise last year. And over the summer, they've been bringing in more people who worked on the show, including guest stars and behind-the-scenes creatives. Zappone did assure the audience at their Vegas panel that the doco won't just be talking heads, mentioning that they are working their way through the archives to find more footage shot with Voyager in the 90s. So some behind-the-scenes stuff, some blooper reels apparently are coming. Very, very exciting. Zappone saying, "I am looking forward to the infamous blooper reel. We're going to be looking everywhere for that." Well, what a week on Trekzone. We checked in with Dr. Brad for the latest news in the realms of science and space. Hayden O'Halloran and his dad beamed in, the heart of AXA monitor Sean O'Halloran, explaining how his son was yelled at by Alec Peters during an AXA live stream at the Vegas convention. We also learned about a new spectrograph that'll help in the hunt for smaller exoplanets, and caught up on that time when we spoke with Rod Roddenberry and Sam Cockings about the visual effects of Once More with Feeling. Trekzone Plays Starfleet Academy will pick up where we left off in the weeks ahead once I sort out some technical issues, so be on the lookout for that. And to get the latest info, you'll need to become a member, which costs less than a cup of coffee a month. It's available via the join button below on YouTube. And for our podcast listeners, jump onto the trek.zone/support and click the links through there. Supporting me grow this channel gets you first play access and behind the scenes goss. Do it today and have my eternal gratitude. I'm Matt Miller for Trekzone. I'll catch you in the comments.